Hello my beautiful people and welcome back. Today is a power Pilates class and it is designed to challenge your entire body with the help of a Pilates ball and a light pair of weights. We're going to leave the weights at the top of the mat and then we're going to get started with a warm up just using the Pilates ball. So I want you to come and meet me down on your mat. Place the ball in between your inner thighs and then just bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Taking a little moment here, feel all 4 points ground down into the mat, and then we'll take a nice deep breath in to drop the belly down, open all the way up through the chest, feel that beautiful extension through your spine, to then exhale, round, curl and flex your spine, drawing your eye gaze to your belly. Beautiful, release, open up through the chest, take a deep breath in, hips go back, chest opens up, to then exhale, round, curl, draw your eye gaze to your belly. So nice. And then just start to add any feel-good movement here. You might want to take it side to side or take some circles through the hips, through the neck. Just finding any tension through the body and try release it with this movement here. So good. Finding a little more flexion and a little more extension. See if you can open up, arch that lower back, and then round to flex. Really try separate your shoulder blades here. Good, last one, deep breath in, deep breath out. And then just find a nice neutral spine. Draw your belly back towards the spine, tuck the toes, and then pike your hips all the way back, finding your first downward dog here. So from here, we're lifting those hips nice and high. The chest is melting down towards the thighs, and we're feeling that beautiful stretch through the back of the legs. Starting to take a little lift and lower through your heels to really lengthen out through your calves, through your hamstrings. Good, and just relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Eye gaze is falling down through towards your thighs. We are here for another 4. Little lift and lower. Last 3. In 2. So nice. Last one. Press those heels all the way down. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift the heels, tuck chin to chest, ripple yourself forward, finding your first high plank. Hands are stacked directly underneath your shoulders and your body's in one straight line here. Good. Gentle squeeze into that ball to activate those inner thighs, tucking the tailbone under, squeezing your glutes, and that eye gaze is lifted to the top of the mat. Beautiful. If you need to modify at any point, your knees are there or your forearms. We hold for 5. Bring the weight a little more forward. Last 4, 3. So good. 2. In 1. From here, keeping your knees lifted, we're going to send the hips all the way back towards the heel. So bend the knees, lengthening the spine to then press and pike your hips all the way back, downward dog. Good. Lifting the heels, ripple forward. Find that high plank hold. Set your core here, so really draw your belly up towards your spine. Taking a deep breath in, we find this high plank and then we press it all the way back. Hips towards your heels, lengthen the spine, pike it all the way back, downward dog, and then ripple forward. So nice. So just a few more here. Flow through at your own pace. Just be mindful. You hold in that plank, set the core to reset, and then press it back. So good. Lengthening through the back of the legs as you find that downward dog. Ripple forward, strong through your center. So good. Really lift that chest away from the floor as you find that plank. We're going to go 2 more rounds here. Beautiful. Feeling as much length and strength through your body as we warm up, keeping that squeeze on the ball. Final round here. So good. Finding that high plank holds. And then from here, we're just going to stay pressing hips towards the heels, bending the knees, and then shooting all the way forward. Good. So starting to feel those little shakes through the body. Getting nice and warm through the upper body, those shoulders, as well as those legs as we bend. And press. That's it. We'll go for 5. Lengthen that spine really long as you send the hips back. Last 4. In 3. Good. Final 2. Beautiful. Last one, send it back. Pike the hips up, downward dog. Last time, deep breath in. And then exhale, we're going to take little steps of our feet all the way to the top of the mat. Folding yourself forward here, allowing your chest to hang nice and heavy down towards your thighs. Good. Your head and shoulders are nice and heavy, and just start to take a little pulse of your chest towards your thighs. Beautiful. Last two. In one from here, just soften the knees. Keep your left hand grounded. We'll reach that right arm all the way up towards the ceiling, maybe extending that right leg and just drawing little circles through your right wrist. Beautiful. Open up through the chest a little more. And then lower the right hand down, other side. Reaching that left arm all the way up, open through the chest. So nice. Taking those little circles, maybe extending that left leg. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And then exhale, lower that left hand down. From here, grab those weights that are at the top of the mat. Slowly tuck your tailbone. Go tucking chin to chest. Roll yourself all the way to stand. Rolling out through the shoulders, coming all the way up. Hopefully you feel nice and warm. We're going to bring the weights to our shoulders, hug those elbows into the side of the body. Feet can be hip distance or a little bit wider, but I want you to keep that squeeze on the ball here. We're going to sit it all the way back into a deep squat, so press your hips back. Exhale, we're going to lengthen and press the weights overhead. Good, so we inhale, lower. And we exhale, press. Beautiful. Imagine there's that chair behind you. Sit it back. Press it all the way up nice and long. So good. Keeping that rib to hip connection as you come to stand. Beautiful posture here. Keeping that alignment through your spine so the chest is lifted. Good. Spine is nice and long. Beautiful. We drop and press for another 4. Squeezing into that ball. Last 3. 2. So good. Now last one. We're going to drop all the way down. Working into the core a little more as you come up. Can you lift your heels to balance? That's it. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. So good. Inhale, drop. Exhale to press. That's it. Really plugging belly in towards the spine. Use your core here. We drop and press. That's it. For 5. For 4. Good, using the breath. Inhale down, exhale, press. Last 3. 2. Beautiful work, team. Last one. We're going to come all the way back down. We hold tiny little pulses of the hips up and down. Good. See if you can get a little deeper into that squat, keeping the chest lifted. We press it back and back. Last 5. 4. So good. In 3. Beautiful. Last 2. In 1, you hold, little squeezes into the ball here. So activating through those inner thighs a little more. We squeeze and pulse for 6. 5. Beautiful. Last 4. In 3. In 2. In 1. From here, we're going to hold that squeeze on the ball. Right heel is going to lift and that left arm is going to extend long. Good. Lower down. Lift the left heel. Reach that right arm nice and long. Draw it all the way in as you come up. Lift both heels. Press up overhead. We're going to work this combo. Drop it back to the squat. Lifting right heel, extending left arm. Lower, opposite side. Drawing it in, pressing all the way up, lifting both heels to balance, and then dropping back down. That's it. So just staying nice and strong through this movement. If the heel lift at the top is too much or the press gets too much, weights get too much, you know this is your class. Modify where you need and move in a way that feels good, but also challenges you, of course. Good. We'll go for about 4 more rounds here. See if you can press up a little bit longer, and then as you come into that squat, come down a little deeper. So good. Keeping a gentle squeeze onto that ball. We've got 2 more rounds here. Let's go. Now final one. We take both heels up and down. Reach. Now from here, can we lift both heels, reach both arms nice and long? Lower down, press up overhead, lift the heels. Lower, We lift both heels, we reach the arms into that squat. Lower, press up overhead, lift and extend. Good. Ribs close in and down. That's it, press and up. If the double is too much, stay with a single heel lift with one arm reaching. We've got 5. So good. Legs are definitely feeling the burn now. Push, push, push. Shoulders. Everything is on fire today. We come down for another 3. Press and lengthen. Final 2. Good, now final 1. We're gonna press all the way up, lift the heels, we lower to that squat, last little bit here. Can we lift the heels, reach the arms? Lower, stay with this. Lift the heels, reach the arms, press. We have another 6. Stay with me. Last 5, keep squeezing into the ball. Last 4, we're gonna get a little deeper, yes. 3, 2, good, now last one, can you keep the heels lifted? Little squeezes into that ball. If you need to bring the weights to your shoulders, you can. Lower the heels if you need. We're here, 5, 4, so good. 3, 2, 1, drop the heels, bring the weights in. Press yourself all the way up. Whew, that was like our little warm up. That shows what today's class is going to be like. But anyway, take a deep breath in, reach those arms up overhead. If you've got the weights, you can leave them down. Press and lower, roll out through your shoulders. And we're going to stay standing. Feet are stacked directly underneath your hips. Weights to the shoulders, we hinge forward. So stick the booty back, chest comes forward, plug the belly in towards your spine. Good. Now from here, we're going to extend the right leg back into a scooter and we're going to extend both arms long behind us. Inhale, little tap in, reset. Just the right leg, we extend it back and then we pull it all the way in. Beautiful. Grounding through the left foot here. Have a little check that the knee ankle doesn't roll in. That's it, coming back to our alignment always. Send it back, extend the leg, and extend both arms. So good, targeting those triceps as you press it back. Squeeze it in, so keep the elbows wrapped into the side of your body here. We lengthen for 5, squeeze. Last 4, grounding through the left foot. Last 3, into, that's it. Now final 1, you press it back, hold it there. Good, we're gonna lower to our lunge. We're gonna bring the spine nice and straight. So lift the chest, bring the weights to your shoulders or your chest. Now from here, we extend the back leg, we hinge back forward, arms go long, reset, tap it in. So we're adding that lunge. We scooter it back, beautiful. We lower to the lunge, we lift that chest, we come up nice and straight to then press it all the way back. Leg goes long, tap it in, nice. Staying with this combo here, press. Good, really focus on grounding through the left foot, tap and reset. We have another 4. So good. And in, last 3. Breathe through it. Little tap, press it back, last 2. Good, now final 1. We're gonna come down to that lunge, hinge it forward, press it back, and in. The next time we scooter it back, we're gonna find that lunge, hold it there. From here, we're gonna pivot over to the right side. That right heel comes down and we find a deep plie squat. So you think about tucking that tailbone under. Good, now from here, we're gonna take 2 little pulses, down for 1. Down for 2, we pivot back, we drop that right knee down, we find that lunge. From here, step through that left foot and right leg is gonna lift up to tabletop and we take the arms up overhead. Good, so again, from here, we're just gonna lower into that reverse lunge, the spine stays straight. We pivot over to the right, we take 2 little pulses down through that plie squat, really think about the knees pressing out, nice and wide. Pivot back, And then press through that left foot, driving that right knee up. Nice. If that knee lift is too much, you can just step the foot in, reset. Come down, making sure knees are pressing out really wide for that external rotation. Driving all the way up with control here. So good. Drop, twist, 2 little pulses. Can you get a little deeper through that plie squat? Coming back through center, driving all the way up. Taking the weights overhead for that extra little challenge. If that's too much, just keep the weights at your chest the entire time. Beautiful. Stay with me here. We're gonna go for 4 more rounds. Drop, pivot over, that's it. So toes are pointing out to the corners of the room. We're getting a little deeper into that squat. Find the lunge, press. Last 3. Breathe through it. I promise it'll help you. Beautiful control here. Last 2. Good, now final one. We're gonna come all the way down. We're gonna find that plie squat hold. Just little pulses here, up and down. Good, really squeeze those inner thighs. Good, get a little deeper. We pulse it out for 6. In 5, feel the shakes. Last 4. 3, beautiful work. Last 2. In 1, we're gonna come back over into that lunge. Hold it there. Little pulses. That spine is straight. We pulse it out for 8. I know it's burning. Stay with me. 7. Push. 6. In 5. 4. You got this. Last 3. Beautiful work. 2. In 1. From here, we're gonna drop the back knee down. So good. Hinge forward just to pop the weights to the top of the mat. Grab the ball, place the ball underneath the right knee. Good. Hands are gonna come underneath shoulders and then extend that left leg nice and long behind you. Good, so that ball is gonna challenge that stability. If it gets too much, you can remove the ball, just having your right knee down onto the mat. Good, now from here, we're gonna take a little tap of the left toes down. Then we squeeze all the way up. So good. Inhale, little tap. Exhale to lift, squeeze. Really focus here on keeping that left hip squared down to the mat. Beautiful. Pressing all the way up and down. If you want an extra challenge, you can lift your right toes off the floor. Good. And lower. If you need a little extra stability, because this is very challenging, you can keep the toes tucked. Good, whatever feels good for you. Keep moving through this, really squeeze into that left glute. Mind to muscle connection here, so important. Good, we're gonna lift for 5. Keep squeezing into that glute. Last 4. Beautiful, then we add a little layer. In 3. Eye gaze is long to the top of the mat. Back leg is nice and long. Last 2. Now in 1, lift it all the way up, hold. Good. Can you lift your right knee off the ball and then pull that left knee in towards your chest, tucking eye gaze towards your belly. Beautiful. Lower the shape, right knee meets the ball, left leg extends long, tap the toes. That's it. Exhale, lift the leg. Lift the right knee off the ball to extend the leg and then bend that left knee in towards you, flexing through the spine. Lower down, reset, and then tap the toes. Beautiful. We lift, we draw that knee all the way in, extend the right leg. Pull it back, then tap it down. We're just gonna go for 2 more here. Keep that core really engaged. Beautiful. Now final one, lift that left leg. Go ahead, draw the left knee in towards the chest, hold, and then just take little pulses of that knee in and in. That's it. Keep rounding through the spine. We're here for 6, 5, 4, I'm gonna challenge you in 3. We're gonna find downward dog in 2, 1, pike it all the way back, hold. We're gonna pop that ball to the side so it's not in the way. And then we're gonna ripple all the way forward, find your high plank. Last little bit, and I'll give you a breather. We're gonna twist the heels to the left. Can you grab one weight with your right hand, reach it up to find that side plank, so strong through your core, bottom knee can meet the mat, forearms also there. From here, we're gonna twist, right hand underneath the left side waist, squeeze it all the way up. Now can we bend both knees, press that weight down towards the back of the mat, squeeze it all the way up, reset. We take that thread under, squeeze into those obliques, feel the shakes, I'm with you. Bend the knees and press it all the way up, beautiful. Nice and strong through that left shoulder, really press up and away from the floor. Beautiful. We're gonna go for 3 more rounds here. You've got this. Stay strong. Last 2, squeeze into those obliques. Press, lift up through the side waist. Now last one, thread it under, reach it up, bend the knees, press it all the way up, hold. Can you stay with me? Little pulses of the hips. Let's go for 8, 7. We're gonna find a child's pose in 6. Push, push, push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come through center. Pop the weight to the top of the mat. You can even reach that ball nice and long in front of you. And then just sit your hips all the way back towards your heels. Take a few deep breaths here. Enjoy this little recovery. Melting the hips a little heavier. Maybe reaching the fingertips to the top of the mat a little longer. And just enjoy this moment of stillness. Inhaling. Exhaling, softening that chest a little more. Beautiful. Last 2. Now final one, deepest breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the weight forward. Pop the ball to the side, tucking the toes under. We press those hips all the way back, melting the chest towards the thighs. And then from here, we'll just take little steps of the feet to the top of the mat. Because yes, we have that second side to go. So when you're ready, bend into the knees, grab the weight, slowly scoop, roll yourself all the way up, and then roll out through your shoulders. Beautiful. Feet are stacked directly underneath your hips. We hinge forward, the weights are at our shoulders, chest is forward, booty is back. Now this time we ground through the right foot. We extend the left leg back to find that scooter, the arms go back behind us nice and long. Inhale, little tap. Beautiful. Exhale, we squeeze it back. Inhale, we tap, reset. So good. Making sure our core is switched on. And we're having a little check that the right knee, right ankle isn't rolling in. Beautiful. Squeezing into those triceps. Nice big exhale. Press it back and in. We'll go for 5. Beautiful. Last 4. Grounding through the right foot. Last 3. So good. Chest is proud, shoulders are relaxed too. Beautiful. Now last one, hold it there. We find that lunge, we bend that back knee, we bring the spine nice and straight. To hinge it all the way forward, arms go back, tap it in, reset. Good, so we work this combo here nice and strong. Press, lower to that lunge, beautiful. Hinge it forward, arms go back, and then tap it in to reset. That's it, lengthening back. Coming all the way in, hinging forward, arms go back, tap it in, reset. So good. Really engage through those glutes. Step, reset. Beautiful. Moving with intention, moving with control here. Slow it down if you need. There's no rush. Most of the time, slower is better. We feel that deep burn. Good. Finding as much length through that back leg as you scoot it back, reset. We're gonna go for another 3. Good. Last 2. Now final one, we're gonna come down to that lunge hold. Now from here we turn to the left, we pivot, we take 2 little pulses through that plie squat. Good, we come back through to the center, and then from here we press through that right foot to drive that left knee up, weights go overhead. Good, let's go again. We come down to that lunge. We pivot over to the left, we sink down, we take 2 little pulses, knees are pressing out really, really wide. Good, we come back through to the center, back knee drops, hips are square, drive the knee up, weights overhead. So good, so finding depth through that lunge, coming all the way down. Imagine there's a wall behind you as you find that plie squat. 2 pulses, the spine is straight. Back through center, squeeze the glutes, drive it up, press and balance. So good. So much strength, balance, control is required through this. So really stay focused. Good, and don't underestimate the power of your breath. It's gonna help you, I promise. Good. Press the knees out even wider. Drop that back knee down a little more. Squeeze up with control, find more length through the spine. Last 4. So good. Last 3. That's it, keeping that chest lifted the entire time. As you press up, reach through the crown of the head. Go ahead, last 2. Beautiful. Almost there. Press it all the way up. Now final time we come down, we pivot over to the left, little pulses. I know my back is to you, but I can still see you. Do not give up, little pulses here. Come down and down. We're here for 5, 4, 3, I'm feeling the shakes with you, I promise. Last 2. In 1, we come through center, drop that back knee down. Let's pulse it out. Up and down, that spine is straight. Belly's pulled in, we pulse here for 6. In 5, in 4, we drop the knee. Stay with me, last 3, 2, 1, drop it all the way down. Beautiful. Weights come to the top of the mat. Ball comes underneath your left knee. Both hands underneath your shoulders. Right leg extends nice and long behind you. Are you ready? Tap the right toes all the way down. Exhale, squeeze all the way up. Good. You know your modifications are there if you need. Work to what feels good for your body. That's it. Squaring that right hip all the way down. Beautiful. Maybe taking that challenge to float the left toes off the mat. Core is required to work a little harder. Lifting that chest up away from the floor. So good. Feeling those shakes. Push, push, push. Right glute on fire here. We're just gonna go for 4. Can you extend that back leg a little longer? Can you squeeze into the glute a little more and use that core to balance? Yes, we have another 2. So strong through your upper body. Lift that chest up away from the floor. Last one. Lift from here. We lift that left knee off the ball. We drive right knee in towards our chest as left leg extends. We then lower that shape all the way down. Tap the toes to reset. Lift that back leg up, squeeze. Good. Draw that knee in towards the chest, round through the spine. Lengthen it back and tap it down. Beautiful. Squeeze through the glute, squeeze through your core, strong through your upper body. Find that shape, lengthen it back. Beautiful. Stay with me here. We're gonna go for 4. You got this. Last 3. Press, press, press. So strong, final 2. Good, now final 1. Lift the leg, drive that knee in, hold. Tiny pulses of that knee in towards your chest. Let's go. Keep that C curve through the spine. Eye gaze is down towards your knees. We're pulsing 5, 4, keep lifting up, 3. Good, we find downward dog in 2, 1. Pike the hips high. Oh my goodness. We're nearly there, I promise. Pop that ball to the side so it's out of the way. And then when you're ready, ripple yourself forward. Beautiful, high plank. Now your heels go to the right, reaching up with the left hand, grab the weight if you want that extra resistance. From here, we're gonna take that thread underneath the right side waist, lift it all the way up to then bend into your knees. Weight comes down towards your ankles, press it up, beautiful. Now you know your modifications. Take whatever feels good for your body right now. Staying with that challenge as well. Good. Really lifting up through the side of your waist. Those obliques are active. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Just smile through this burn. We're on our back after this for some core, and then that's a wrap. So stay strong, we've got this. We're gonna feel incredible once this is done. Last 3. So good. Final 2. Beautiful work. Now final 1, thread it under, reach it up, bend the knees, shoot forward, hold. We have those little pulses, 8, 7, I can still see you, keep going, last 5, 4, 3, up, 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 2, 1, release it all the way down. Oh my goodness, press it back. Have a moment here. Knees go as wide as your mat. Reach those arms long. Have a sip of water if you need. Whew, we'll just take some deep breaths just to ground back down into the mat. Come back to the body. Come back to the breath. Beautiful. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly bring the weight forward. We're gonna make our way onto our back. Now, you're gonna take the ball with you. It's gonna come to the base of your shoulder blades. And then from here, you're just gonna keep the weights at your shoulders, wrap those elbows in. So we've got that beautiful extension through the spine. Your feet, your knees are in line with your hips. You've got to bend into the knees. From here, we're gonna take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're gonna curl, lift the head, neck, shoulders, rounding up and extending those arms long by our side, and the weights just hover off the mat. Good, we then bend the elbows, bring the weights back to the shoulders, reset, exhale. We curl all the way up, drawing the belly back towards the spine. Inhale to release. That's it. Exhale, squeeze up. Inhale to lower down. So good. So we're going to finish with a nice deep ab burn here. Can you challenge yourself every time you come up? Can you lift a little higher? Can you squeeze your abs a little harder? So plug that belly back towards your spine. Good. We squeeze up and back. Beautiful. Keeping your feet grounded, keeping your pelvis nice and stable here. So really switch on those lower abdominals. And then focus on the rib cage, really closing down towards the hips. Good, just 3 more like this. Good, in 2. And in 1, we're gonna lift all the way up, hold, just starting to take little pulses. So reach the weights towards the back of your ankles, squeeze it here for 6, 5, lift the chest a little higher, 4, 3, beautiful, in 2, 1, we're gonna come all the way back down, bring the weights to the shoulders. Next time, can you lift your right leg to tabletop, extending those arms? Lower all the way down. Beautiful. Left leg lifts, arms extend, pulling it in. That's it. We squeeze up and down. Beautiful. Squeeze up and down, feeling the shakes through the center. We squeeze for 6, keep alternating here. Last 5. And 4. So good. Last 3. In 2. Good, now final time, curl it up. Can I challenge you to lift both legs to tabletop? If that is too much, stay with the single. Good, lower down, reset. Exhale, curl up and lower. Nice, so we're lifting both legs to tabletop or taking one leg at a time. Nice. Last 4. In 3, lift up a little higher. Keep the legs at 90 as you lift, so knees are stacked over your hips. Final 2. Good, now final 1, we curl up, hold. We have a round of pulses with the legs lifted, or your feet can be flat. We're pulsing here, 8, 7, 6, 5, up, 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 last 4, 3, good, into 1, hold it there. Now can you extend left leg and extend right arm back overhead. Pull that shape in. Good. Extend the right leg, extend your left arm all the way back. Squeeze it in, nice. Slowing it down, moving with control, moving with intention. That's it. Extend that leg as long as you can to hover just off the mat. Now, if that leg extension doesn't feel good, you can take a toe tap instead, so the leg doesn't need to go as long. Beautiful. See if you can lift the chest a little higher. Naturally, it wants to lower down, but we're working nice and strong through the core. Little challenge to finish. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Last 5. In 4. So good, you've got this. Last 3. In 2. Now final time. Draw it all the way in, hold. Now can you pop the weights down? Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows are wide. Right shoulder is going to twist over towards the left knee as you extend your right leg. Come through center, extend the left leg, twist over to the right. Good. We're finishing with bringing in those obliques. So taking that rotation, pulling it back through center. That's it. We are here for 10. Squeeze. 9. Push, push, push. Last 8. Can you curl higher? Twist a little more. 7. Breathe through it. So good. This is our final 5. Breathe. Last 4. Abs on fire. Can we curl higher? 3. 2. And do not drop the legs. In 1, we're going to come all the way in. Can you extend your arms? And can you extend your legs? If you can't, that's so fine. Keep that chest heavy. We're going to take a little crisscross of the legs, and then I promise you are done. We are going to stretch. Last 10. Can you bring the legs lower? 9. 8. Try not dome through that tummy, so pull the belly back. Last 5. 4. 3, good, into 1, and relax it all the way back. Hug those knees in. You can take that ball out, pop both weights to one side, and then just take a little moment here. Extend those arms all the way back overhead, and then we'll just take the knees over to the right, eye gaze to the left. Top knee is nice and heavy. Just having a nice little moment here. Beautiful twist through the spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Final time. To then exhale, knees through center over to the left, eye gaze to the right. Feeling that beautiful twist through the spine. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Final one. And then exhale all the way back through center. Can you extend your left leg? Pull that right knee in towards your chest. Take a little circle with the knee. And then when you're ready, we'll extend that right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Just grab behind your calf or your hamstring, wherever feels good. And then just take a nice little flex and point through the right foot. If you need to bend that left knee in, you can. And every time you exhale, can you pull that leg a little closer towards you? Good, last deep breath in. To then exhale, find your figure four glute stretch. So right foot will hook onto that left thigh, bending that left leg, and then just grabbing behind the left thigh to pull the knee towards you. Maybe taking a little rock side to side. So good. One more breath in. And then exhale, we'll switch. Right leg will go long. We pull that left knee in towards our chest. Just start to draw little circles. Try and keep your pelvis nice and stable here. One more. And then extending the left leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And then taking that flex and point. Gently drawing it a little closer towards you. Good, last deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll come into that glute stretch, left foot over the right thigh, grabbing behind the right thigh to pull the knee towards you. And then just to intensify this stretch, you can take it side to side if that feels good. Beautiful, one more breath in. And then exhale, just hug both knees, grab behind both thighs, and then just take as many rock and rolls as you need to come up. This should feel really nice through your spine. Beautiful, swinging your legs all the way around. We'll press back into our downward dog. So pike the hips nice and high. Allow your chest to fall through, down towards your thighs. Deep breath in. Exhale, we'll lift the heels, ripple forward to melt your hips all the way down, finding your upward dog. Forearms are there if you need. Taking a little sway side to side. Beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to press back onto our knees. If kneeling doesn't feel good, you can come into a seated position. Right hand is going to meet just down by your side, and that left arm is going to sweep all the way up and over. So feeling a beautiful stretch through the left side of the body. Reaching through the fingertips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, and pull the left shoulder back. And switch. Bring that left hand down. Right arm will sweep all the way up and over. Lengthen long through the fingertips. Sink all the way down through the hips. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. To then come all the way back. From here, we'll take our 3 breaths. So we inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen nice and long. And exhale to release. So good. Last 2, breathe in. And release. Final time, reach all the way up. Good, hands to prayer. Close down the eyes, bring your hands through to your heart space. And just take a moment in stillness. Lengthen up through the spine a little more. And take one last deep cleansing, grounding breath in. Fill yourself up. Exhale, sigh everything else out. Beautiful. Opening the eyes, rolling out through your shoulders, and you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for that power Pilates class. That was not easy, so you should be very proud of yourself for getting through. Let me know in the comments below how you went, and I will see you next time.